an update as I'm getting my day started. I overslept this morning, which meant that I had to do my workout and everything from home. But that also meant that I was here while the kids were here, which is not uncommon. However, I like to go to the gym because I don't want to wake up the whole house. So that's why I get up so early and go to the gym, because then that way I can ensure that my workout time is my time. Let me tell y'all how, because I woke up late. Hold on, I'm going to try to put y'all on this tripod to see if it'll actually go on there. Okay, y'all, so it did fit on my existing little tripod. So because I woke up late, I had to work out from home. Y'all good news, Taylor woke up, and if you follow me on my other platforms, I posted a video of her wanting to go out and walk with me. Taylor is my only child that I can actively say wants to be with me 24/7. If she hears me get up and go to the bathroom, she's coming and standing in the bathroom. If I go walking, she'll go walking. If I was still at a gym that allowed kids to be there, she would want to go to the gym with me. And I love that. And then I'm like, I hate that, because Taylor is a talker, honey. My girl will talk your head clean off your body. And when I'm working out, I'm locked in. So if you follow me on my socials, then you know that I posted a video of her walking with me. We went walking on this trail, and honey, Taylor don't play no games with me. So I call her my little personal trainer. She was like, I'm going to tell you when to run, and I'm going to tell you when to walk, because I'm your trainer. When I tell you her mannerisms, like, you can't tell me that that's not my child at the end of the day. I'm about to take my allergy medicine because I just took the trash out. The flowers are blooming. It is officially spring here in Georgia. Y'all, I don't have no laundry. I got like a couple socks I got to put up. But needless to say, the point on this video, as you can tell by the caption, is let's get into it. I don't know how many of my family members are single parents on here, but I wanted to sit down and have a chit chat about my struggles as far as being like a single mom, being away from home and not really having the support. Even when I was from like living in the same state where majority of my family members were, I did 100% of everything when it came to my kids outside of what I needed their fathers to do. Hold on, y'all. And because they're with me majority of the time, I'm noticing things about my kids. And that is like the main thing I notice is because I've had to operate in my survival mode for so long and having to always be on worry, protective, or go mode constantly, I noticed that my kids are not that emotional, or how do I want to say it? Like, for instance, if I go to give, I remember, like, now that I'm like in my soft era, recognizing different things. I remember I went to go give Kason a hug, and homegirl had her arms to the side of her body. Like, what is this? What are you doing? And immediately I just felt bad and I felt guilty, because I'm like, I thought that I was like a like loving, affectionate type of mom. Like, I tell my kids I love them, tell them have a good day. Like, I'm here when they leave for school. I'm here when they get back. What's wrong with you? Like, why you don't want to hug your mom back? And it's just like, I noticed that a lot of times, even though that they were there with me, I wasn't present for them. Like, we could be in the same room, we go on vacations, we go trips, but it's not often that I could look back and be like, okay, at this time, you didn't have to worry about X, Y, and Z. You didn't have this on your mind. I can't count a moment other than when we just went on our vacation to where I actually felt like I was able to disconnect from like the real world or whatever and just primarily focus on my kids. And even when we were on our cruise recently, I didn't want to like crowd them. I didn't want to take up too much of their space. They were with their cousins. They were like, that was their time to like really have their freedom and things like that. So those are like certain things that I look back and I'm like, I wish I could have been different. But when you're in the thick of things, it's like, how much do you really hold on to that? You get what I'm saying? Like, how aware are you of those things at the time or whatever? Like, I've always had good intentions. So in the thick of things, it's just like, okay, like this is just what it is. And sometimes things that I would tell myself is, this is not my forever, that this is just this moment. And that would like kind of help me get peace, because of course I didn't want to appear that way to my kids now that I'm hindsight 2020. Hold on, y'all.
It's made for, mind you, okay, I get it. I'm a mature woman. But it's really not. I feel it's more
later. And I finished my matcha. When I tell you that was some of the best tasting matcha I ever had. Again, this is organic ceremonial matcha. The only thing that I wish is that it came in a bigger package. You do not need much. It is very rich in flavor. It has like a hint of nori, sweet potato. What else is in there? And chestnut. When I tell you, I can drink it with just the milk. I use Fairlife because it does have protein in it. But when I tell you, this right here, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love this. And it comes, this is like 4th generation cultivated in Japan. So I highly recommend if you are a matcha drinker. If not, this does not apply to you. I love matcha. I was a coffee girl and I still drink coffee from here to there. But compared to the way I used to drink coffee, I want to say it's 2026, March of 2026 to be exact. And I probably have had coffee 3 times all year. And that was when I was on a cruise. That's what no, I had matcha before. Did I get coffee on a cruise? The fact that I can't even remember tells you. But y'all, I have some good news. I have some great news. So, my kids are older. So, and when I say my kids, I'm specifically talking about Jordan and Kason. And y'all probably don't see them much on here like that because I let them tell me whether or not they want to be on camera. I don't just force the camera on my kids. This is started off as like a family channel, but now it's more so like a my health and wellness journey. And they do play a huge role in that. But I say all that to say, I want to give you some updates regarding my homegirls, my kids. So Jordan is a junior. In a couple months, she will be finishing her junior year. She will be a senior next year. And don't mind that chirping, y'all. It does not have batteries. I gotta take it off and, well, I gotta check to make sure because I look real quick. That's how you could tell that I be all over the place. So here in Georgia, they have like a dual program to where you can take like a career class in addition to your regular courses. So the class that she took, she went to like the information session and decided that she wanted to go for healthcare or whatever. So when she did healthcare, she wanted to do CNA. So if you guys know or don't know, I don't know. Y'all know I'll be inconsistent. I'm so sorry. But Jordan wanted to go into the nursing field. So by the time she graduates, well, let me just stop being all over the place. So yesterday, again, if you follow me on my social platforms, mainly like Instagram and Facebook, I said that, you know, a couple of times I had to take her to her clinicals, which was at a nursing home here in our town. And she only had to go 3 times to like get her hours or whatever. And a couple times the dates for the clinicals had got pushed back because we experienced snow. If you know about Georgia, Georgia is not known to get snow. So even a light flurry, they're taking precautions for safety reasons. So she finished her clinicals, and then she just finished her test, the practical test for her to become a CNA. She still has to do the skills part or whatever. So she came home yesterday. Yesterday she took the test, and she was like, Mom, I'm so nervous. She was like, I hope I pass. I said, well, girl, I didn't already give it to God. I hope you prayed. She said that her friend Jesse, before they took the test, he was like, we need to pray. Shout out to Jesse. That's my little Spanish son. I hope that's what you are, Jesse. I don't even know my child. But she said Jesse had everybody start praying in the class. And she said that the teacher was basically letting them know that each question has the right answer. You just have to pick the best answer, if that makes sense. So she said while she was doing the test, you know, she felt like she answered the right questions. However, Jordan, if you look at her grades, she is very smart, but she does not do good with tests. And I tell her, girlfriend, you got to set yourself up for success, whether that means creating yourself a study guide. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm always on Jordan. Not because I want Jordan's life hard or anything like that, but because I know she does not always tap into her full potential. Jordan is like my cruise control child. Jordan will do just enough to get by. She's not going to go. If the bar is right here and you can get past by getting right here, she going to be right here. She don't care about being here. She don't care about being here. She going to do just enough or whatever. So I tell her, depending on the field, depending on what it is in general in life, because yes, those are my kids, and ultimately I know that I can't make all their choices and decisions for them, but I'm the type of person that I'm like, why make life harder? If you already know that certain things you're not good at, then just take the extra time to study and prepare for it. Or why wait till the last day of the marking period to sit up there and want to stay after school to turn in assignments instead of just looking at your work and seeing what you don't have right then and there. That's what I mean about Jordan. So I'm constantly having to be on her about different things. So that just gave you a example of her type of personality. I have been working since I was 8 years old. My first job was at a paper route. And me and her dad are just complete opposites. Complete opposites. And we tend to bump heads because we don't share the same morals, principles, work ethic, drive, determination, prayer life, all the things. And I know that she is made up of the good qualities of me, and she's also made up of the good qualities of him. So, it is what it is. But honey, under this household, there are certain things that I'm just like, I just need you to try. That's all I need you to do. So I was very nervous. So I just said a prayer, because either you're going to worry or you're going to pray. You can't do both. My dad always taught me that. I have implemented that thought and that concept with every major decision in my life, and it has helped. So she came home and she was giving me that pep talk about her emotions, what she felt like, how some of the questions went. And she was like, it should be available by 6 o'clock. She was like, honey, 6 o'clock came. There wasn't no status of her test. So then I'm getting ready to go to bed. I need to know what it's giving. So nothing. So this morning I overslept. I told y'all, she was like, Mom, I try to check around 4 o'clock. Tell me why I got an email saying that it won't be available for another 24 hours. So I'm like, okay. Maybe they haven't finished grading. Was it a lot of kids? We just gonna remain calm and be still. So she texted me a couple hours ago, and she said, I could cry right now. That's me and Doy. That's me and Doy right there. And I said, you failed. I put the little looking eyes, because me and my kids don't take nothing serious. And like I was telling her before, it won't be the end of the world. Like, we'll just, you will always take it again. She was like, Mom, the fact that I done been in this program for 2 years, like, I really hope that I passed. Like, that was like a sense of accomplishment for her, if that makes sense. I said, you failed. So then she replies back in all caps. She wants to say, your daughter a CNA, period. And she sent the screenshot, which I can't even put on here because I believe that these numbers on here is like important, and I don't want to put my daughter information out here. So I said, yes, girl. I couldn't even reply yes for a minute because I just had to take a moment and cry. Like, I used to tell y'all that I was hood and holy. I'm such a crybaby now, and I just feel like it's because of my kids. Like, I be so proud of them, and just me even starting the camera, talking about where I may have went wrong and things that I didn't consider being a single or solo mom. Like, I feel like God will immediately, because this is all in the same day, God will immediately give me confirmation that He is proud of me, and that I'm not a failure when it comes to motherhood through my kids. Through my kids, because who you know? And don't get me wrong, like, single moms is moms period is some of the strongest people I know. And I ain't saying that so that we can get drafted in this war or whatever, but mentally, physically, emotionally, the way that we carry things, I'm going to have to look it up to see if there's a study, because, honey, we are not new to this. We are true to this. And I am so grateful. I'm so thankful. And even though I know that they're their own individuals, that they're going to fall short of the glory, they're going to make mistakes, they're going to have to figure out things on their own, I'm just so thankful to God for everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And I'm so proud of her. So again, she still has to take the skills test. And I told her, I said, girl, you just need to practice some skills morning, noon, and night. And she gonna say, yeah, y'all getting ready to be my test dummies or whatever, talking about me and her sisters or whatever. But again, I know Jordan probably has not watched one of my videos in a while. She says that some of her friends that she goes to school with follow me on YouTube. Thank you guys. If y'all see her, tell her her mom is proud. I verbally told her this. I am so proud. And her birthday is on the 18th of March. So I already said to myself, honey, what Peach McIntyre be saying? A big bag, a big bank, honey. A big bag, a big bank. I'm going to have to snap on my daughter for her birthday. So I'm going to stay tuned. I'm starting to think that I want to do 17 different gifts for her getting ready to be 17. And some of the things that I'm thinking about putting in there, she loves lashes. She loves doing her lashes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking lashes, maybe a new little mini pocketbook. She loves the little mini pocketbook. Some sneakers because we returned her other ones. And a couple other things, maybe some gift cards to Wingstop and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to be taking her out for her birthday. So, of course, I'll try to bring y'all along for that. But y'all, I am so proud of my girl because I always know and knew that she can do it. I always know and knew. And one thing that I even had to tell them this past week was remember who you are and whose you are at all times, and you will be okay. And that's on amen. Y'all, I'm still learning how to use this, and I just recorded a whole video, and Taylor was talking to y'all and everything. She was telling y'all that she's doing good in school. We just went on a cruise. She got a new perfume. I have been getting her this perfume. Well, we only started with the one, and she's been doing very good with it. But I'm going to show y'all when we get to Walmart because that's actually where we're getting ready to go. Jordan wants to go to the Verizon store. She's on her grandma, her dad's family side of the... She's on their phone plan. So they said that she can go ahead and get a new phone. Even though she just got one last February. It was last February?
I don't know Valentine's Day.
Okay, well, she got it last February. And as soon, like, within that same week, homegirl done dropped the phone and broke it. But, yeah, like I said earlier, her birthday is on the 18th. When I tell y'all, lately, I have been going to Walmart, and Walmart has been having some cute things. Let me see if y'all can see them. There goes Jordan, y'all. Can we get a...
I have my written test.
I done already told them, honey.
Well, dang, why you don't let me announce?
Because I told them that sometimes y'all don't be trying to get on and say hi to your family.
But I'm in a good mood today.
Her fooling with y'all is dependent on her mood. Ain't that something? And then here go.
I'm nervous.
Oh. Show them your pocketbook, honey. She got her pocketbook with her own money when we was on a cruise, honey.
Birkin. Thank you.
That's what that is.
Girl, I'm trying to hype you up and you getting smart.
Alright, so the last time I came, the perfumes were over here. Here goes some. Oh, this is the one that I got for Taylor. Let me see. Why is it not? This is the one that I got for Taylor. Strawberries and cream. Let me see the other. Can y'all open this? We're going to see what this one is smelling like. Did I show it to y'all? Cause they have them in the mist as well. What is giving? Y'all, this is the mouthwash that I use. Love it now. It be clogging my sink, but honey, we locked in. Y'all, so it is a lot of time later. I finally got myself together. Y'all, I think this weekend I'm going to be chopping off my hair and my ends. Even though I've cleaned them up a little bit, I still see a difference. And I'm all about healthy hair over length. But I just wanted to come on and give you guys an OOTD. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this trench coat that I got from Abercrombie. I believe my jeans are from there as well. I got this set of belts from Amazon, and I have them in a variety of different colors. I thought that I was going to be struggling, but they do fit, and I have like four holes before the end of the belt. So, honey, waist is getting snatched. And then this shirt that I got from Zara. So, like I said, I'm about to head out. I'll probably put on my Tasmans, and I put on this jacket because it was freezing cold this morning. I even just cut off my heat. So we are about to head to the mall to try and find Jordan some more birthday things. And hopefully we'll be able to be done before I have to be back to get Taylor off the bus. Y'all, so y'all know I am a book girl. And I love having like my phone read it to me. Otherwise, I would not be able to complete my reading goals every year. So I noticed that on Kindle they had a couple of by the way, Kindle Unlimited is my most used subscription. As soon as I'm done a book, I'm getting another one. That's it, and that's all. But I noticed that they had a couple of books on their page that I wish I could keep it there. Oh, I can. That they actually allow you to access it in the form of an Audible. So let me show you guys that. You know what I need to do too, y'all? I need to go to Home Depot. So currently, this is a book that I'm reading. It says that I have a lot more time left to read it, but so far, so good. And again, this is on Kindle Unlimited. I am normally like an urban fiction type of girl, but I just feel like I'm running low on options. I done read I'm waiting for Shad Jones to come out with her latest book. And I'll try to put it in the description. Y'all, when I tell you, I've seen other people say that it was hard for them to read, hard for them to get into. And it was like that for me as well. However, I'm the type of person that once I get a book, I have to see it through. So it started off as like an arrangement, like in order for, I can't even remember his name, to be next in a family, like he would have to settle down, find a wife. So they turned it into like a dating series to where a whole bunch of women came and stayed at the house or whatever, and then he had to pick somebody. So, and then they would get awarded money, things of that nature. So the girl, it ended up coming down to two girls, and they used to be very good friends, but because both of them started to develop feelings for him, I think it's pressure. It's pressure. Because both of them started to develop feelings, they started to turn on one another. And one of the girls, she had a very sickly sister. She had very irresponsible parents that would not make sure that she was going to her doctor appointments and things like that. So that was her whole thing. She was like, if I were to get her this therapy, or if I win this money, I can get her the treatment, the surgery that she needs. And then the one friend, honey, come to find out, like more and more I read, she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So it is a book because it's taking you through each character. It was even a trans that was in the house, honey. It was all the things. But he ended up getting ready to marry the friend that was like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And he found out that the other friend was actually pregnant. She lost her, to him or whatever. And he was like, I just always feel like when things get to the thick of it, you always run. He didn't really understand that. So he took that as like her not really rocking with him, her not really liking him. And he still had very strong feelings. He was like, the other girl was like real aggressive, real toxic, and they had a very good chemistry in the bedroom. But outside of that, could he really see her at the top of his empire? So it's a whole bunch of different series regarding that. And the last one that I'm reading is his cousin, um, KL, and his wife. She was also someone in the house dating pressure. So when I tell you it had me locked in and how it ended, I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, let me stop yapping because I have talked for 5 minutes now and I could have already been halfway to the mall. So I'm going to also see if I have a friend getting married. I think I told you guys that next month. Super excited for her, and her dress code is spring semi-formal or whatever. So I ordered 2 dresses because I didn't have any other colors. I didn't have any dresses in the colors that she asked for. But again, because I recently went on a cruise, I definitely know the dresses that I like that fit my style and my body type. So I'm going to try to find me some shoes and try to find Jordan some things at the mall so that I can give her for her birthday. What is that?
Octavia asked over her shoulder. I'm not sure, I murmured, unable to.
Y'all, I had to go pick up y'all niece because I was looking at the time. You can't play around in Georgia, honey. Now, I didn't want to risk the fact or a chance of getting stuck in the
traffic.
In the traffic. So
but you could have gave me an ASP.
Y'all know she don't like me coming to get her early. What you say? I could have took you where?
ASP.
What ASP mean?
After school.
When I picked her up, she going to tell me that her field trip was rescheduled. I said, why? She said, because
it's going to be raining.
It's going to be raining or whatever. So I said, oh, you upset? She going to say, yeah. So then I said to her, I don't got nothing to hold this up, but we going to see. So then I said, girl, this how I be talking to Taylor. Well, this how I talk to all of them. Girl, it was an accident. Y'all seen, I just showed y'all it was an accident. She going to say, that's why you picked me up. She said, that's why you picked me up. I said, no, I didn't think I would be back in time. I said, girl, we got to go.
After school.
Well, I said, I didn't think you would want to go to after school on a Friday. She going to say, well,
I'll schedule me back in after school. Can you?
I thought you wanted to go to the mall with me.
Please.
Girl, I ain't going back in there.
Mama.
But I also tried to get me a matcha protein. I should have just made one at home. I tried to get me a protein matcha from Dunkin's. Theirs is really good, and I always add in butter pecan or whatever. And as I try to order it through the app, it told me, honey, we're sorry, we're out of that at this location. What y'all out of? The whole drink? Because I would have just got a regular matcha. What they over there doing, Taylor?
Oh,
what they having a field day?
PBI's party.
You ain't go?
I did.
You went today?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me nothing about it.
That no.
I didn't know what my child was gonna come up to help with tonight. I told y'all I got out late. I didn't get back from the gym.
Her red one. My own got her red one.
I like the other one, but if you only have that one, then
we have more.
okay. Yeah, I did like the first one you had. Gifts. And then I rationalized it by saying, okay, well, technically, she passed her test. So it will be, y'all already know, like one of the things on there. So y'all about to see her open her gift. Is it a hair door necklace?
No. Probably more expensive.
Wow. Well, this is cute. Hold on.
There's a lot of stuffing inside. So if you know.
Can you be quiet?
Yes, let me see my present, ugly.
Hopefully it fit, because I told her, I said, honey, she's teeny tiny.
This look too teeny.
But you see, like, this is, look at the charms.
Daughter, stethoscope, and a J for the queen.
It doesn't say queen
How
on
do I
it.
take this off?
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, need you.
You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection.